A lot of people want to know why it's hard to contact me. It's because we're doing different projects around the city. This is one of the projects that we're working on. Just to let you guys know, we generally get the properties at a reduced rate, which is a which is a wholesale rate. We go in, we demolish the property, what they call demo in the construction area, in the construction arena, and then we put it back together. And then after we put it together, we lease it to our subsidized programs, and then we sell the income that we're bringing in from our guaranteed government programs. We sell the house to investors that want an income stream without dealing with the headaches of the renovation, like the theft, the vandalism, the contracting issues, dealing with the city, dealing with the permits and things of that sort. It could really be a headache. And you can only, if you make one mistake during a renovation, it could cost you your whole budget, and it could really set you back and lose money and put you out of the business on your first project. So what we're trying to do is just show people how they can avoid that by following a map or a plan that we put out, and we've been doing it for 19 years. So I think we have it pretty streamlined, and it's cost-effective way to get income and be an investor and still make the same type of money and be successful and replace your current income in 5 years or less. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look around and show you some of the things that we look for and some of the things that we do to our properties. So if you guys want to follow me, I'm gonna go through the house.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Wow, Davis, the turnkey king. We got Lacey McCollum.
Never leave the lockbox. Never leave your lockbox open.
Custom turnkey real estate.
That's right. Say it again.
Never leave your lockbox
Turnkey
open.
too.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, you go ahead.
I never leave the lockbox open because somebody can come up here and walk past, do like that, see what your combination is, leave like that, and come back later on. They have your combination. So I always close this. This is how you can make money real quick. So always close this and scramble the number. Every time. Exactly. If someone breaks in your property and it's a vacant property and they break in your property, it's gonna take you, it could take you up to 6 months to get them out of the property. We're dealing with that now. And the police came when I kicked them out, and the police actually say you have to go through the court system. So it can take you up to 6 months to get them out of the court system. Meantime, they live in your house and abusing your property. So be very careful that you secure your property properly. So this is a property where we came in, we gutted the entire property down to the brick walls. As you can see, the brick wall over there, the brick wall here.
Down to the studs. They know what this is.
Yes, down to the studs. Demo the floor, demo the flooring, demo the staircase. The staircase has been demolished. So as you can see, it's just an open floor plan currently. After that, we will pull the permits to let the city know what work we're doing to the property. So we're gonna redo all the electric. Excuse me, Lola, the electric's right here. We're gonna redo all the electric. We're gonna frame the property up. You do this so that you can attach the drywall and run the electric behind the walls and attach the drywall. The light fixtures. The plumbing, as you can see, all the plumbing is gonna be new. This is called the CPVC. So all the plumbing is gonna be new. So there you can basically start the whole renovation from scratch. As you can see back here, we're gonna have the kitchen. Watch your steps, guys. This is gonna be the kitchen area. So after you pulled the permits, you framed everything up, and everything's in place, you get the city to come back out and review the work that you've done to the property. And then once they reviewed the work, and if it's done properly, they'll give you a sticker to say that it has passed inspection. So once it passed inspection, you can continue to work. The electric is passed, right, Brian? The electric is passed. So
Electric, plumbing.
The plumbing is passed, and the building has passed. So we're ready to start putting drywall up now that the actual city has approved all the work that has been done. Once we put the property together, put the drywall up, put the flooring in, put the light fixtures up, all the plumbing and the fixtures in, we proceed to contact and market the property to our programs. We're working with 13 different subsidized guaranteed rental programs. Some are funded by the city, some are funded by the state, and some are federally funded. So we'll market it to the programs, and we'll start showing the property. We'll find a tenant that's with the program, that's interested in the property, and we'll negotiate the rent that we need to get for the property. Once we negotiate the rent and the inspection with the program passes, we'll place the tenant into the property. Generally, we try to do a multi-year lease, a 2-year or 3-year lease. If we can secure that, we'll have a guaranteed rental program in here where they could either send the rental checks to your bank account, or they can send it to your P.O. box or to your home. So you get a guaranteed rental check every month from the program. You don't have to knock on the door and collect monies from the tenant or anything like that. Maybe a minimum amount, maybe $30, $70 a month. So then you have a perfect rental property in the city, probably be in this property at 60 to 70% of the actual value. So just for example, if the property's value fixed up at 100,000, we're trying to be in it at 70, 80,000 at the most, which will give you equity in the property also. And then you'll also have income coming in, which is guaranteed. So this property will be marketed to a prospective investor that do not want to take the risk that we're taking now. Because if someone breaking this property right now, they'll be able to take all electrical wires out, strip it down, and take the copper out the inside of the electric wires. Which might take them an hour or 30 minutes to an hour, but it'll cost us thousands of dollars to put it back. And if you don't have it in your budget, or if you spend it in your drawers, then it might bankrupt you in your first deal. Or they may take the plumbing out, they may take the windows out. So it's a lot of risk involved with doing a renovation.
Now I just want to say, Al said spend it in your drawers. He don't mean your drawers.
Yeah,
okay, so we're going to explain
No
that.
tricking up. No tricking up.
We're gonna explain that. Lacey McCollum's gonna explain that in a couple minutes. But Al, he don't mean he digging in his drawers. That's not what he means, y'all. So we'll make sure y'all understand that. Go
exactly. The payments that your lender give you in order to do the work to the property. So you want to make sure that you're trying to make the most money that you could with the least amount of risk as possible. And this is one of the ways that we help investors to do that, because we're taking all the risk. Someone break in anytime between now and when the tenant moves in, then we're responsible for it. The person that we're selling the house to do not take that risk at all. So you're limiting your risk, but at the same time, if we get the $1,600 a month for this property, you're getting the same income that we're getting. So basically you're getting the same product that we're getting in the same area, the same condition, the same workmanship, but you're not taking the risk. So that's the way that we try to show individuals that they can actually make money without taking as much risk as another investor might and end up at the same place. So that's something that you could talk to Lacey and Lola about and Brian about. It's called our Turnkey Properties. And as you can see, we basically do really good work. And one of the main things that we do is make the properties lead free. So you don't have to worry about getting sued. Because if your property's lead free, then they can't sue you. They have to go to the next property. So you're pretty much out the loop. And remember, if you get sued for a lead lawsuit, it penetrates your LLC. So if you think that you're buying a house in an LLC to limit your liability, it does not limit your liability as far as lead lawsuits. So we deliver all our properties lead free with a lead free certificate or limited lead free certificate. So it's just a matter of how do you want to do it? Do you want to take the most risk possible? Do you want to take the less risk possible and get the same return as you would get taking the less risk? So this is some of the stuff that we do here in Baltimore. Hopefully you all are interested.
They are. Folks are saying, how do we get a part, be a part of what y'all doing?
Well, everyone's gonna post a number on their Facebook. What is it? Maryland Turnkey? What is it?
Turnkey DMV. You guys can actually DM me, and those of you watching on, I know we got a couple of different broadcasts going, but those of you watching on Al's Facebook page, just direct message Al, and we'll find the message.
But the thing is Turnkey DMV.
Turnkey, you can go to our Facebook page, Turnkey DMV.
Turnkey DMV.
And ask for more information.
And we'll start posting our properties periodically as we're doing the work, so you can see the progress and the process that we go through. But it's a great opportunity for people to get into real estate investing without taking a risk. And just imagine, if we're getting $1,600 per property, just say between $1,300 and $1,600 per property, well, just add that up. You get 10 properties, you're bringing in about $13,000 to $16,000 per month. So you're replacing your income, because a lot of people work 9 to 5 every day and don't make $13,000 to $16,000 per month. So all you're doing is actually acquiring income. So if you purchase the property on May 1st, then on June 1st, you have a check coming in for the $1,600 or whatever the rent may be. So just think about that, because it's a great opportunity to be an investor, replace your current income, and not feel as though you're indebted to where you're working now. So thank you guys for listening.
And we have a meeting coming up the 4th Wednesday of every single month at the Columbia Sheraton.